Hey guys, it's Celestia, and I've talked about print on demand quite a bit on the channel over the years. And for good reason, too. It's an excellent way to start selling your art on merch without needing to take the financial risk of buying stock first, which makes it a really easy and accessible way for artists to start making money from their work. That's why I'm so excited to say that I've partnered with Gelato, the print on demand platform that I personally use, to make a 4-episode series on what print on demand is, how it works, and how to make it work for you. Because, I may have already told you guys, hey, print on demand is great and something you should try out, but that doesn't really help you when it comes to actually knowing how to try it out. So I'm fixing that now. In today's first episode, I'm going to go over the basics of what it actually is, so that you guys can figure out whether or not it sounds like the right option for you, as well as what Gelato specifically offers and why I've decided to use them as my main print-on-demand platform myself. Over the next 3, I'll be explaining more of the technical side, how to actually start creating products, how to add them to your store, how to manage orders, and so on. I just feel like this particular method of selling your art is so lucrative that it's important that artists know how to take advantage of it to the fullest possible extent. Because especially for independent freelancers, it's really important to have diverse streams of income. Most of us that make art for a living don't make all of it or even most of it from one singular source. Commissions, ad revenue, art streams, tabling in artist alleys at conventions, painting or craft sales, selling merch online, all of those things contribute to a sustainable income, but most wouldn't be on their own. It's not the world's most consistent career in terms of what and how much you'll get paid. So having print on demand to diversify those streams of income even further is extraordinarily helpful. It's what originally got my own art business off the ground in the first place, actually. Not on its own, because like I said, freelancing means doing a million different things. But being able to actually sell my art on merch and have people buy it gave me the confidence I needed to keep going. And being able to make money off of it without needing to buy any stock at all up front and risk it not selling gave me a passive income stream that let me pour the time it saved me into other projects, like this channel. Point is, it's been incredibly helpful for me over the years. And if I can make it incredibly helpful for any of you, that's kind of the point of this whole channel on a fundamental level, really, so I'd like to. But I've been rambling again about how great it is without actually explaining what it is. And given that that's the topic of the video, we should probably get to that. Print-on-demand platforms like Gelato, as I've mentioned, allow you to create and sell a product without having to order any inventory of your own. You pick the product that you want to put your art on, upload that art, use their tools to place it however you'd like on that product, select all of your preferred specifications like size, color, and pricing, and you don't actually have to buy any of those products to sell yourself. You can just add them directly to your online store. What makes it really powerful for creators and entrepreneurs is that it integrates directly with platforms like Etsy, Shopify, even TikTok Shop. So you're not just selling art, you're building a real online business. And they even offer this page where they compare all of those platforms based on their features, so that you can pick which one's right for you if you don't have one already and aren't sure which option to set one up on. I personally use Etsy, and it took me all of 10 seconds to connect my store to Gelato and start adding products to it. So you don't need to worry about that part being a hassle either. Anyway, once you actually get an order for a print-on-demand product that you've added to your store, you don't have to do anything. That's the best part. Gelato sends the order to the printing facility of theirs that is closest to the buyer, creates the product that the buyer ordered, and sends it directly to them without any input required from you. Gelato specifically makes sure it doesn't take long either. Compared to the industry standard of orders arriving within 7 to 14 days, 90% of theirs arrive within only 5. I can testify to that firsthand because the order I placed was estimated to arrive within 5 days, and actually somehow only took 2. And you just pay for the shipping and production costs and keep the remaining profit from the sale. And you can specify exactly how much of a profit you want to make too. It tells you what the shipping and production costs for specific products are, so you can price them accordingly with those costs taken into account based on your preferences. Want to prioritize quantity and price products lower to try to get more orders overall? Go ahead. You'd rather price higher and prioritize more profit from less frequent orders? Also a fair call and completely up to you. Personally, I do the former, but which one's actually better really depends on you and your goals. Whatever you choose, you have the freedom to personalize pretty much every part of the process based on how you want to run your business, which has always been one of my favorite parts about it. My other favorite part about it is, obviously, not needing to buy inventory. It isn't just about the financial risk either. Like, yes, that's a big part of it. Buying stock to start selling merch can be incredibly expensive. And sure, you could probably make more of a profit if you did buy it in bulk and sell it yourself. But that's assuming you sold all or at least a lot of it. And that's a big assumption to make, especially with new merch. You don't know how well it'll sell yet, and you could be left with a pile of unsold products and nothing but a gigantic bill to show for it. It's a risk for anyone, but a massive one for artists who are just starting out with selling merch and might not have a lot of money to invest in something so uncertain. Also, like, where do you put it all? Sure, some people have storage rooms and garages and so on, but I'm sure a lot of you are one-room apartment renters like me, and if I had to order all of my stock and keep it there, I would be crawling through t-shirt piles to get to the door. But the other benefit of not needing to buy inventory is just as significant in my opinion. It gives you so so much more creative freedom. I have a lot of merch designs, like nearing the hundreds. And yes, part of that is because I have no self-control and am constantly drawing. But part of it is also because I wanted my store's products to be diverse enough that there would be something that could appeal to anyone, regardless of their style or preferences. My apparel ranges from cutesy to dumb and funny to black and white streetwear, and I sell prints of both digital fan art and traditional paintings. It's deliberately all across the board, partially because my own aesthetic preferences are too, and partially because I want my store stock to appeal to the widest possible range of customers. If I had to buy all of my inventory myself up front, this would just be straight up impossible. The kind of financial investment required to buy stock in multiple sizes and colors and formats for nearly 100 designs would be monumental and would require at least some kind of very large storage locker to house it all. Without print-on-demand platforms like Gelato, there would literally be no way for me to run my store this way and offer the kind of products that I want to offer. And I think a lot of artists are in similar positions. But moving on from all of that, just on a purely practical level, selling with print-on-demand is just so much easier. I would know because my store's stock isn't just products fulfilled by Gelato. I also sell stickers that I print, cut, and ship by hand, something I've been doing for more than long enough to know how comparatively tedious that is. Don't get me wrong, I actually love packaging my orders. It gives my brain a nice little dopamine treat to put the stickers in their little postcard baggies, put the little "thank you for supporting my small business" sticker on it, addressing the envelope, and sealing it with my little Duchess Celestia "enjoy your order" stickers. But it also takes at least 10 minutes per order, and that's assuming I already had that particular sticker in stock, which is most definitely not always the case. And I like cutting stickers too, to be fair, but printing out and cutting like 100 of them at a time to replenish inventory becomes mind-numbingly boring and physically painful for my wrist very quickly. And even just printing and cutting enough for one out-of-stock order adds at least another 10 minutes to the packaging process. When I get an order that is fulfilled by Gelato, by comparison, it requires a time commitment of about 3 seconds to check the notification, because that is literally the maximum level of effort required on my part to make sure that the product gets to its buyer. Gelato handles everything else. There have been days where it's been 3 a.m. and I'll have been working all day, and my phone has played that little Etsy sale sound alert, and I was immediately filled with that weird combination of, yay, an order, and oh my god, I am going to physically collapse if I have to print and cut another sticker right now. Please God, don't be a sticker order right now. And sometimes it was a sticker order, because God decided he'd rather mock me that day. Other times it was a print-on-demand order, and the relief at having to do absolutely nothing and just go to bed instead was immense. Aside from actually adding new products, it's a completely passive form of income, and the convenience of that cannot be overstated. Finally, let's talk about Gelato specifically, because they offer their own benefits on top of the ones offered by print-on-demand platforms as a whole. They have a gigantic network of over 140 production hubs in 32 countries, meaning they can ensure faster local delivery as a result. And because, like I said before, they choose the production hub nearest to the buyer, the reduced shipping distance also reduces their carbon footprint. They also offer an incredibly diverse collection of products, ranging from apparel and accessories to home decor, wall art, and even mugs and phone cases. No matter what you want to put your art on, they'll make sure that you can. And they'll also make sure, by partnering with the world's leading brands, that those products are of the best possible quality. Personally, while I've been excited to start bringing apparel back to my store with Gelato after having retired it for the past few months, I've been even more excited to start adding not just new prints and posters, but even canvases. I've been painting a lot more lately, and I don't really like selling my originals, nor do I feel confident in my ability to ship them without damaging them. And I don't have to now, because I can just take a photo of that painting and put it on one of Gelato's canvas products and sell it that way. It's giving me so much more freedom and motivation to integrate my painting into my merch, and I'm genuinely so happy about it, because that means I can make more time to paint and share the resulting creations without having to give up my own originals. Putting digital art on a canvas to sell gives it such a cool, unique vibe too, and seeing my comic cover on this one that you're seeing now was just so incredible, and it turned out so well. There was something really special about opening it and seeing something so significant to me on something so tangible and real that it hit, man. It felt real, and holding it in my hands, I don't know, I'll start rambling if I don't stop myself, so I will. But all of that should give you a better idea of how print-on-demand works on a fundamental level. If it sounds like something that would be a good fit for your art business, then tune in for the next episodes of the series, and I will walk you through how to actually get started making money from your art with it. For now though, you should definitely check out Gelato. If you click the link in this video's description, you can try it for free and get 50% off your first orders if made within 2 days of creating your account. So you should, do that. I've been really enjoying using them for my own store, and I am so happy that I made the switch, so I can't recommend them enough. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Special thank you as always to channel members Joseph Solomon, TC Pratt, Haruki Saluzzo, Extinction Animation, Andy the Hedgehog, Kai the Memer, Jazz, Just Sayori, Hailstorm, Darkholder, Another Foxboy, Palestar, and Cyber Tori, as well as patrons Batman, Kyle Lowe, Jamisha Walker, Kinyu Crazy Asar, Gentong, Blah Mage, TC Pratt, Finn, Celine Merriman, Eldritchia, The Stray Dog, Decagon, Jenny Chan, Catbus, Lucy Lucy Yamajiki, Selena Beebe, Pride Day, Totally Shogun, Insomniac Sleep Schedule, Wing Tang Wong, Marie Greer, Potato, Jazz, Voidwalker, Latte Tabby, Christian Cook, Adam Serovietz, Doriaki, Varius, Hailstorm, Emo Queen Jules, Lord Darkholder, Show, That's It, Craig, Scarlet Flame 234, The Names Are Gone, Lubuka Owo, Hello, and Art of Amethyst Fable. And I'll see you in the next one.